Hey, and welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to break down a really fantastic article that gives us a practical toolkit for one of life's biggest challenges: how to stay calm when the pressure is really on.
Do you ever get that feeling, that rising tide of stress at work or maybe in a tough conversation? That feeling of being just completely overwhelmed? Yeah, of course you have. We all have. The real question isn't if it happens, it's what can we actually do about it when it does?
Well, it turns out the key to handling these moments isn't some kind of magical ability to just not feel stress. Nope, it's about having the right skills to manage it. So let's get into the core concept that makes all of this possible. And that skill, it's called self-regulation. As our source material puts it, this is your ability to manage your emotions so you can actually think clearly. And that distinction on the slide is so important. It's about learning to respond thoughtfully instead of just reacting on instinct. This is a huge piece of emotional intelligence.
So, how do we get better at this? Well, the article we're breaking down for you gives us 7 specific actionable strategies. We're going to walk through every single one, starting with some techniques you can use for immediate relief.
All right, let's start with the first set of strategies. These are for when you feel that pressure building up right now and you need to get your footing back in like seconds. Strategy number 1, deep breathing. I know, it sounds almost too simple, right? But the science behind it is absolutely solid. And what's really cool is the why you see in the caption there. That slow, controlled breath is a direct message to your nervous system, basically telling it, hey, we're safe. It interrupts that panic response and pulls you right back into the present moment.
Strategy number 2 is all about physical grounding. When your mind is just racing, your body can be an incredible anchor. You can try it right now. Just press your feet firmly into the floor. Feel that? That solid connection? These simple physical acts pull your focus out of all that mental chaos and plant you back in physical reality. It is such a powerful way to break a stress spiral.
Okay, so we've talked about how to calm the body. Now, let's shift gears and talk about the mind. These next strategies are all about changing your internal story to change your external reaction. And this slide just illustrates the concept perfectly. Strategy number 3, reframe your thoughts. I mean, look at the power of that simple switch. Going from this is impossible to this is challenging but I can handle it, that's not just playing with words. That's a shift from a place of defeat to a place of capability. You're still acknowledging it's tough, but you're not letting it paralyze you. Okay, strategy number 4 is a real game changer. It's all about creating space. You see, pressure demands an immediate reaction from us, but self-regulation gives you the power to just pause. And in that pause, even if it's just for a second or two, that's where you find the freedom to choose a response that reflects your best self, not your most stressed out self. This next set of strategies goes even deeper. This is about connecting your in-the-moment responses to your core principles, to who you really are. Think of it as your inner compass. Strategy number 5 is all about doing your homework. Notice your triggers. As the source material points out, you really can't regulate what you're not aware of. So knowing what people, what situations, or even what phrases set you on edge, that's the first huge step. It allows you to anticipate pressure and prepare your response before it even happens. And when you find yourself in one of those high-pressure moments, strategy number 6 gives you an anchor. Focus on your values. This is your North Star. When your emotions are pulling you all over the place, just asking yourself, what's most important to me right now? Like being patient or respectful, like the slide says, can guide your actions with amazing clarity. Our final strategy is such a powerful tool for de-escalation. Practice empathy. So often, pressure comes from conflict with other people. By making a real effort to see the situation from their perspective, you're not saying you agree with them. What you are doing is lowering the emotional temperature in the room, which gives everybody a little more space to think clearly. So, there you have it. 7 different strategies. But the most important piece of all this, according to our source, is understanding how to actually integrate them into your life. It's all about building a new habit. And here is the big takeaway. This slide sums it up perfectly. Self-regulation isn't something you either have or you don't. It is a skill, just like learning an instrument. And it gets stronger the more you practice it. The best approach really combines all these elements: that awareness of your triggers, reframing your thoughts, grounding your body, and connecting with empathy. Which brings us to our final thought. And this is a question for you. Don't just let this be interesting information. Think about your week ahead. What is one specific moment where you can consciously try to practice one of these strategies? Because that's how a skill gets built. And hey, if you want to dive deeper, the full original article is an amazing resource, and we've linked it for you right below. Thanks for watching.